What makes people get upset? Alright, so what's the point of this? Well, 2.4 just officially announced with its upcoming content. Genshin hit number 9 on trending and had over 500,000 viewers during the live stream, so that went pretty successfully. Shenha and Yujin are the upcoming new characters, which look very appealing from a character and animation perspective. I'd say Yujin is a fine character to get, especially with the update giving us a free 4-star leeway character. I don't want to be too hard on Shenha, however, with what we know now, after the live stream, I don't necessarily see the incentives to roll on her. With strong 4-star options like Rosaria and Diona, it'll be hard for free-to-play and low spenders to rationalize this purchase. Unless of course you're really into her whole appearance. With a Bennett-like kit and no noticeable healing built in, Mihoyo isn't doing themselves any favors, especially with Corrosion playing a role in Floor 12 of the Spiral Abyss and multiple Rifthound locations in Inazuma. The latter banners of Zhongli and Ganyu are much more promising. Even at C0, these two are considered some of the best characters in the game. I like seeing how stacked the limited events will be upcoming, with lots of rewards, intertwined fates, and some really nice character outfits. A new world region, Enkanomiya, will give us more explorable content, as well as new Vishap and Abyss monsters to fight. I believe based on the preview, there will be a refreshing new type of boss with the ability to do elemental reactions, which sounds fun. For a small time, Enkanomiya will breathe some life back into Genshin. The thing is, I'm not convinced that Mihoyo is effectively addressing an ever-growing concern of the player base, and that concern is Genshin lacks engaging in-game content. Enkanomiya sets a trend for Genshin, seeing how Dragon Spine was released within a similar time frame in early 2020. From the producer and CEO of Genshin, on a GDC session, we can expect a new region each year. I'm not suggesting to increase that time frame. I like to see more investment into in-game content, however. At this point, all we have is Spiral Abyss, artifact farming, the occasional event, and I guess if you're interested in it, leveling up characters. Spiral Abyss is definitely the most difficult content in the game out of that. Unfortunately, when it comes to artifact farming, that has to be one of the worst things in the game. For a decent artifact, first you need to get the correct set, then the right main stat, unless it's a feather, or flower of course. To wrap that all together, you need the right substats, which can also have different values per artifact, and then you need to pray when leveling the artifact for the substat with a decent value. With such a convoluted artifact system, it puts Blizzard's old Titan forging system to shame. All this to say, could flat stats besides elemental mastery, maybe, just be removed at this point, or at least the chance of getting them lower? I've seen others say there isn't a point to criticizing gacha games for not having a lot of endgame content. I'd say that personally, if someone likes a game and wants to see it be even better, discussing issues or ways to have a more fulfilling game is beneficial. It's not calling the game bad, or even saying you dislike it overall. Something toxic, on the other hand, and not helpful, is downvoting the game even though you like it, just for the chance of more rewards. Remember the anniversary? What are your thoughts after the 2.4 announcement? Am I wrong to be concerned? Tell me what you think in the comments below. If you've enjoyed the video, leave a like, and if you want to see more Genshin related content, subscribe.